Hi, my name is Caitlin Morgan, and I'm here today to talk about how social media promotes misinformation. When you were younger, did you ever play the game telephone? Everyone would sit in a circle and someone would start off with a saying. They would whisper it in the person next to their ear, and by the time it got back to the person who made it up, it was never how it originally was. That's a lot like how social media is. According to statisticbrain.com, over 58% of the population has a social media account of some type. Social media can be harmful in many ways. It can affect people's views on politics, it can affect people's opinions of others, it can affect the medical aspect of it, and it can also give a negative outlook on mental disorders. Now I'm going to talk about politics. Rumors about politics have been going on ever since back to the ancient Greek times. Rumors about politics now are a bigger threat than they've ever been before. It happens a lot more now than it did back in the ancient Greek times. Rumors can be life-threatening. If someone makes up a rumor about a certain politician and then that rumor gets spread around, that politician can lose the race due to that rumor. So that can definitely change their life in a terrible way. Alright, now I'm going to talk about people's opinions. When someone posts their opinion on a social network such as Twitter or Facebook, it's their right to do that, but if someone reads their opinion, they can get a whole different aspect of what that person's like. People are obviously going to post biased opinions on social networks, such as like diversity and stereotypes, which if someone doesn't have their own opinion formed already about that, they can form their opinion based on that person, which isn't a good thing to do because everyone should have their own opinion. Others' opinions may not be factual as well. If someone posts something that's not true and someone believes it, that can cause several issues since it is not factual. Now I'm going to talk about the medical aspect. People post things about certain medicines or illnesses on social media which can be incorrect. So if someone is trying to take this certain kind of medicine and it says that it's harmful in this way or it causes this and the person stops taking it, that can be life-threatening. Whatever the doctor says, the doctor knows what they're talking about. You need to follow that rules and not what social media says. So yeah, the misinformation of medicines is definitely a big thing on social media and it's causing issues. Next, I'm going to talk about mental disorders. Two professors of communications at different universities, Klein and Lemish, stated how that on social media, people post negative views on mental disorders, and it shouldn't be at all, because someone with a mental disorder is no different than someone without a mental disorder. But definitely there are negative outlooks online, which causes people to think negatively of it when there's no reason to. Alright, next I have a video which basically just talks about how social media is so readily available that when something happens in the world, people immediately go straight to social media to post it, which then can cause issues because it may not be factual because they didn't get time to actually get the facts backed up. So here's the video.
This is 13 Wham News and High Definition, your breaking news and weather authority.
Days before the 9/11 anniversary, there was news of a possible terrorism plot spreading. It did not happen, but misinformation and threats could be found on social media, even for the White House and NBC News. How do we discern what's true on social media? 13 Wham's Evan White spoke to some experts at RIT and joins us live now from the campus. Evan?
Doug, one expert I spoke with said, simply put, this is all the more reason to check multiple media outlets. If a story is that big, it's likely to be in more than one place.
We all remember the Anthony Weiner saga, the downstate Democrat who claimed his Twitter account was hacked, then admitted that it wasn't. For NBC News last week, the opposite was true.
I want to read you a statement from our company. It reads, quote, "The NBC News Twitter account was hacked late this afternoon, and as a result, false reports of a plane attack on Ground Zero were sent to followers."
That was Friday. NBC News caught the post and quickly told followers that it was false. A separate threat was posted on the White House's Facebook page, alluding to an attack on Friday.
I think it's inevitable. Threats are going to happen no matter what.
Jennifer Ronenberg doesn't use Twitter very often, but she did during the Casey Anthony trial. She's bothered by the recent NBC hacking and threats made on the White House's Facebook page.
It's supposed to be fun and getting to know people and staying connected, and if you're going to use it to threaten other people, it's kind of silly.
You're starting to see this really helpful ads filling your head.
Mike Johansson teaches about social media at RIT.
In terms of threats, I don't think the average person has a lot to worry about.
The lecturer says it's a teachable moment for news groups and readers.
That's buyer beware. Don't repeat anything unless you are sure of the source and that you're confident that that's a reliable piece of news.
Now, the FBI is reportedly looking into the issue with NBC's Twitter account, Secret Service looking into the one with the White House's Facebook page. Evan White, 13 Wham News.
And now to conclude, social media is a big part of today's world. It affects us, but is good in the same way, but it definitely does affect us with misinformation. Posts are going to be biased, and I understand it's not going to change, but if people could just have a different outlook on the biased post, it would make it better. Social media is indeed a big form of technology that spreads misinformation the fastest. And so, that's it. Thanks for your time.